Praise God. God Chasers. It's about a church in Houston off of Wallaceville. Excuse me, Lord. Really, it's not about that. Teeny is telling us about what happened there, and he's using that as a foundation of what the book is about. It's a blessed book right there. I've had it for 2 years, and it's so hard to read. I mean, it's like the devil doesn't want me to read that book. You know, I found out when I first started reading that book, maybe when was it? Golly. No, I said 2 years. No, it's 5 years. Yeah. But anyway, so I want to give a little message. Hey, what's up? This is Chico with God with this TV. So, man, I'm gonna try to be real quick about this. I'm just gonna get right straight to the point. And really, to do this, we got to go back into the Garden of Eden. Beautiful garden. There was trees everywhere, and he said, just don't eat the two that are in the middle. You can say those are the two. Okay? One right behind the other. What was that? That one in the front of us, I bet you that one was the tree of life. And that one in the foreground, that was the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But, so, let me just illustrate something God showed me. So God said, don't eat from that fruit. Okay? Alright. So they knew not to do that, but God gave billions of trees to eat from. There was billions. I believe there was an infinite number of trees there. And he just said one that we couldn't partake in. And it wasn't that he was holding that back. It was just that we had to learn other stuff before we get that. Or maybe, I don't know. The knowledge of good and evil. You know, it's like when you were kids. You can't learn a certain thing. And when you like this, okay, when you're a baby, you got to learn how to walk before you run. So that's what I believe that tree was. See, we didn't learn how to walk yet. You got to learn how to walk before you run. So that was running. And we couldn't learn running until we first learned how to walk. In other words, we had to live a little, be with God, walk with Him in the cool of the day, and then I believe maybe He would have gave it to us. But anyway, the way it was presented to us, it was real devious. And the devil said, God didn't want you to eat it because He didn't want you to be like Him. And that was wrong, because guess what? We were already like Him. We had His DNA, we had His breath, we had His power, we had everything God blessed us with. Matter of fact, we had 3 special blessings on us. We were blessed to go be fruitful and multiply. He told us, He gave us a direct command to go dominate this world, have dominion over it. And everything submitted to us. See, so there was nothing like, we didn't need to break in no horse, or need to capture anything, or beat down something. No. Everything already knew that we were God's representatives here. So everything submitted to us. We were the highest on the fruit chain. Now we're not. But anyway, so the fruit, so God told us don't eat it, right? And we didn't think nothing about it. But guess what? Look, here it is right here. The devil did this to us. And see, this is the part we miss. And, you know, is that the devil said. So see, look, what happened is that God said, don't eat from that tree. Let's just say that one is the tree. Let's say that one is the tree. Don't eat from that tree. Okay? You can have all the trees, but just don't eat from that one. There's 2 in the middle, and he said, just don't eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And he said, don't eat from it. Okay. Boom. We turned, and so we started munching on all these other trees, all right? So then, but look, watch this. This is what happened. This is what I want you to understand. This is what God blessed me with. Watch. All of a sudden, while we were just munching on, enjoying God's bounty, being blessed by God, looking through the glasses of us. We were God's tenders. We were giving. We were always, what can I do for it? How can I help it? How can I make it better? That's what we're always looking. It was us, ours, and us, ours, and what's the other? Us, ours, and we. Yeah, we, us, ours, and we. That's how we saw. And okay, we were looking through the eyes of we, us, and ours. We, us, our. We, us, our. USSR. We, us, our. We, us, our. So that's what we look through. We, us, our. We, us, our. And that's every time we look through it. What can we do for it? What can I do for it? How can I make it better? We were God's tenders. We were God's tender loving cares. We're God's supernatural heroes. Supernatural heroes. Here on this earth to take dominion and to take care of everything. Not to hurt it. To take care of it. To cultivate it. Bless it with God. What God gave to us. So see, we're to be an open pipe for God. And to let him flow to us, to it. That's why our cup is overflowing, because it has to be overflowing, because it has to come through us. Everything, we're God's colonists. We're heaven's colonists. So we bring everything we bring heaven here. God made a way. We are God's heaven's portal to this world. God made an exact replica of heaven, and he is king, and he made us king of this planet, and he was building us to be kings of all of this planet. You know, his original design, his A plan. There's no B plan. God always makes things happen. It's his will that's always going to happen. So that's why, you know, he went to Paul. Why are you kicking against the goats? Why are you kicking against, this is inevitable. What God's doing, it's going to happen. So praise God. That Bible is all true. And the good thing about it, it's a good, beautiful book. And at the end, the good guy wins all the time. So praise God. We already know the end. Okay, so this is what we're looking out the eyes of we, blessing this planet with what God gives us. And then all of a sudden, a thought came to us. And it said, did God really say? Look, you see, from looking through this, and then did God really say? See, it was a second glance at that tree. It was a second look. The enemy made us look at that tree. And he made us judge it. Did he say it? So we looked at it and we judged it. And you know what? When we judged it, we saw the lust of our eye. We were caught into a trap, a snare. When we looked at it, a second glance. When we gave it a second thought, we looked at it. When we considered it to defy God, we caught in the trap of the lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. These three snares, we got caught, and we partake of it, and now the devil's plan to make us look into the eyes of it got perverted, because that's what he does. He makes everything upside down. He perverts it, and now we look into the glasses of him. Me, mine, and my. Me, mine, and mine. Me, mine, and mine. My. What can it do for me now? What can I get from it? How can I suck the sap out of that tree? How can I suck the green off of that tree? Well, I don't even need it, but I want to get it. I'm going to get it from you. I'm going to come up on you. I'm going to bleed that block. I'm going to get what I want from it. And that's who we became. All right. Now, I said all that. See, we're in a fallen state. This world's cursed because the kings that God put on this planet made a mistake and chose to defy God and to listen to Satan, and thereby giving him our authority. We're in a fallen state. Everything is suffering because of us. We are now a virus to this planet. And the planet is actually trying to kill us, trying to get rid of us, just like if we were poison, like our bodies do with poison. Now, white blood cells from this earth, they're attacking us and trying to kill us. But look, watch, man. So I said all that to say that, because that's definitely a big part of what I want to say. I mean, because, God, look at this is where we're at now. And this is why trust is so important now, that we trust in God. Be still and let him be God. Instead of trying to do, that's what we get when we try to do. But look, watch. So I said that for a few reasons, but one of them is right here. I mean, come on. T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen, boy, every preacher. I went to YouTube and I was looking at some stuff and I saw all these things that they got, how they're Kenneth Copeland, and yeah, okay, they're pointing. People are looking at these pastors. Now look, watch, let me show you something. First of all, number one is I would be terrified to say anything about God's leader. Now, whatever you want to say and whatever you think you know about any of these pastors that I'm mentioning, you need to consider something. And these are God's appointed people. Now look, watch, you can judge them by their fruit. Now I don't see, do you see what fruit do they got? Huh? They have it going on. And their fruit is bringing people to the kingdom. So you cannot say that they are not bearing good fruit. They're joyful. They're preaching. They're talking about love. And I don't care what you want to think about money, bank account, Rolls Royce, all that little crap that we look at and we catch is exactly what took us to that tree. Let me just throw this at you. Hold on. I'm not finished. Just hold on. Hear me out. Okay, I know all y'all got some stuff and TikTok, YouTube, all that videos, the information that y'all have on what these pastors, what they got caught doing or what they do and what they have, you know. But look what you're looking at. What they have, okay? What they have. Is that any of our business? What they have, okay? Now, what they have. You're judging them for what they have. And they have buku. Yes, they have buku. I'm not denying that. Okay? And they have big bank accounts. Big rocks on their hands. And boy, they're on TV. And some are with friends. And y'all would say they're in bed with some Satanists. Okay? Well, you know, because they got friends that are evil, that are known Satanists. You know, I wouldn't call that, like, evil. And to tell you the truth, is that bad fruit? Huh? I mean, bad fruit is killing people, hurting people, doing bad to people, doing people wrong, lying, Stephen. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, some are lying. Okay? But look, God told me a long time ago. He told me when I was looking at, what was it? It was, I don't know, that big scandal about Jimmy Swaggart, long time ago in the 90s, where he got caught coming out of a room with a known prostitute. God told me that he sent a female that liked me, to me, and she was a Christian, and she said, why don't you watch TBN and learn more about God? And I said, are you kidding me? All that trash that's on there? And then that preacher and everything. You know what she said? And this was God. It wasn't her. She said, her name was Lois. She was from San Antonio. And God talked to her. And I know it was God. She said, get the good from it. So look, I'm going to tell you, T.D. Jakes, get the good from him. Quit looking at Tyler Perry and what he done and all that. Get the good from it. Get the good from it. I watch Tyler Perry, he goes to jail, and yeah, he says some bad things. He does some bad things and talking about water and wine and, you know, Medea and all that. But, you know, there's good stories there. And there's something very, very good in there, in that whole movie. And yeah, there's some blasphemies, maybe you would say. Okay? You know, I mean, get the good from it. Get the good from it. What did Jesus say? He said, if they're not, I think Peter and John, or it was somebody, they said, hey, you want us to strike them down? And he said, no, if they're not against us, then they're for us. So, you know, they're not against us. They're for us. Why are we looking at the ones that aren't against us? Huh? Why come we ain't attacking them Satanists and we want to attack preachers? Huh? Why is people looking so hard at preachers? Huh? Get off of that page and let's look at them people that let's look at the school instead of looking at the churches. You know, that's what I say. We're looking at the wrong things. And I'm going to tell you something. You know, all these preachers, you know, there's like 30 up there in the limelight in YouTube that people are looking at bad. I named a few. And there's more. Joseph Prince and, golly, all these people. No, look, I'm going to show you exactly what that is. And I told you already in the beginning. I told you in the Garden of Eden, God told us all these trees we can have. And we were looking through that we were just blessing all these trees and looking through the we, us, and ours. We, us, and our. We, us, and our. We're all about helping and blessing and giving good stuff. And then all of a sudden, the enemy made us look at something that we already looked at and God told us no. And we looked away and started doing what we were supposed to do, minding our business and doing what we were supposed to do. And then the devil said, look. He said, look away from what you're doing. Look away from your purpose. Look away from what God told you. And just look at this. And did he really say? Bam! There you go. So that's exactly what's happening to us when we looking at them pastors. When we looking at anything that is none of our business. Get the good from it all. Don't look at it and judge it. Get the good from it. What is your judging and putting on the videos about this bad stuff doing anyway? Huh? These are pastors that are helping us, blessing us. I love all them pastors. And I would be very, very scared to say one word against anyone. And a lot of people are boldly talking and speaking up on them. And you know what? Just take this in, this whole video. Okay? Maybe it offended you. Maybe it got, I don't know anything better than that. But, this is a message that I got from God. And because I got caught into it and I was saying, what? No, not Joseph Prince. No, not Creflo Dollar. No, not TDJ. I love all these pastors. And I was saying I was heartbroken and I wanted to get out of YouTube. And then that's when God said, last night this happened. And God said, get the good from it. Hey, he says, you know what? These are my pastors. They're not against us. And all this, what I'm telling you, is what God told me. So let's get our eyes off of that doggone thing that we don't supposed to be looking at. And let's look at our purpose. Let's get back into that we. Let's do what Jesus said. And what did he say? He gave us that new commandment before he left. He said, love everyone on this planet. Well, I'm adding. So he said, love everyone like I have loved you. Love everyone like I have loved you. And that means everyone. Not just the ones that love you. Love everyone like he loved you. Not like you love yourself, because a lot of us don't even love ourselves. Praise God. Take this to heart. Take the whole video. I love y'all, and y'all have a blessed day. Amen.